about to get a lot noisier around Utah because tomorrow you can once again legally begin setting off fireworks just in time for the Pioneer Day holiday.
But that brings a lot of concern for local firefighters. Fox 13's Scott McCain is live with more on the watches and warnings in our communities. Good morning, Scott.
Yeah, good morning once again, guys. And things are going to start going boom once again tomorrow, in particular tomorrow evening. And much to the delight of fireworks enthusiasts all across the state. However, as you mentioned, some concern from community leaders and in particular firefighters. They want folks out there to be well aware of where you can and cannot set off fireworks legally. Also, some of the ordinance that are in place in certain cities and some of the penalties that could be involved if you are caught not obeying the rules. First, the good news regarding the first of 2 July holidays when Utahns can legally indulge their pyrotechnic passions.
We are extremely pleased with how the 4th of July went and the days before and after, as far as the lack of response that we needed.
Ryan Love says UFA and other fire departments were fully staffed and ready to respond. Fortunately, and for the most part, they weren't needed. The big concern now is that since the 4th of July, temperatures have risen dramatically, and so has the fire danger.
Everything is already dry, and so what that means is that there's a lot more potential than there was on the 4th of July.
The reason for the watches, warnings, and restrictions is to avoid something like this, a devastating blaze sparked by fireworks on July 4th, 2017. It nearly torched an entire Cottonwood Heights neighborhood, with one home sustaining burns to the outside. The blaze prompting city officials to set up fireworks restriction zones and an ordinance punishable by a citation for those caught violating the rules.
At first we had some community pushback. The community, I think, has actually really bought into this concept now. I think the community recognizes why this is an important issue, and we're just trying to keep residents safe from fire, obviously.
Just about everyone now agrees that the fire danger is up since Independence Day. Officials also agree that just about everyone is doing the right thing in terms of when and where they're legally setting off their fireworks. But Ryan Love says there is one final step some folks still need to take.
And make sure that those fireworks are fully submerged, leave it overnight, 24 hours, and then toss them in the trash can. We don't want to toss them in there when they're warm. If they're too hot to touch, they're too hot to discard.
Yeah, and Ryan Love goes on to say bravo to folks out there who are doing the right thing, setting fireworks off in the designated areas and then dousing them. But take that final step. When in doubt, leave those fireworks out overnight if need be. Leave them submerged in water before tossing them into the dumpster or the garbage can, because basically that's really all they responded to over the 4th of July holiday. A couple of trash can and dumpster fires because folks put those spent fireworks out too early. And if you have questions about where you can and cannot legally set off fireworks, well, Unified Fire has a very updated map at unifiedfire.org, and we've got a link to that on our website, fox13now.com. For now, we're live in Kearns. Scott McCain, Fox 13 News, Utah.
Thanks, Scott. Stage 1 fire restrictions on all unincorporated private and state lands are now in effect for some northern Utah counties. Those include Weber, Box Elder, and Cache. Dry conditions in lower elevations have led to increased fire danger.